Hello guys, are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Time for a little bit of bossing. Doing good, boss face, doing good. Hello, how are you, man? How are you doing, sir? Are we good? Nice, nice. Yeah, we're gonna be ASMR in a little bit. Not gonna be probably for long. Not gonna be probably for long. But we'll do a little bit of sleepbus. Kinda like in the middle of the trip. No, not really, actually, I guess. No, potentially might be, actually, kinda. Already on the way for pretty much 3 hours at this point. I guess it is kinda halfway. Almost halfway. Almost halfway already. So you're gonna do a little bit of bossing. And we're gonna call it. And then tomorrow we're gonna do some more Ireland. Oh, damn boss face, I see. I hope it gets better soon. No big deal, hopefully. Still going for the countrysides. A walk there. That's good. Nice, enjoy. Hey, Karakul, hello. The Giga Fields, yeah. Now all the land is used. Well, almost, I guess. But pretty massive part of it is used. The greenhouses, like massive fields of solar panels also we passed before. They go ham here with productivity. Gotta use the lens. And the fields got the mountains. Already kinda not super close to the sea though. No, I think we're gonna be like passing kinda close, but yeah, I'm not gonna see it most likely. Totally not on my side of the bus, but probably not in general. The sea is gone. Emotion man, hello. The Giga bus traveling, yeah. The super sleep bus. The comfy one. Man, look at this shit. Got the VIP room, I guess you could say, in a way. So yeah, you just kinda chill like this. That's it. You can close the window if you want. No problems. The polygonal buildings, yes, seems like it. It seems like it. Seems like they are. It's cozy. Yeah, it's kind of alright. Have some food here. The screen that doesn't work usually. You have the electric controls here, so you can move all the bed gear set up. Get yourself a bit higher. There's also massage thing and chargers apparently, so you can do that if you want. So yeah, you have your own little cabin. And the AC is here. Get the lights on. So you can just travel like that. And then like I have a toilet and stuff here too. And like 6 hours ride is like what? Less than $20? Less than $20 for the 6 hours ride. quite a far one. Who needs planes? Who needs planes? And way better with luggage. Way better with luggage too. I mean, I kind of did get my mega backpack in here, but I could actually store it down there too if I need it. Would have more space, but I mean, I kind of already have enough. Already have enough. At the bargain, yeah. There are like cheaper versions where you don't have like a massive cabin, you just have a bed with the curtains, that's it. And those are even cheaper, usually like 2 times cheaper. We're gonna have one tomorrow. There's just no other options anyway, so I'm gonna need to take that. Those are fine too, but yeah, I think they're a little smaller and a little shorter, you know, because these are kind of already tight in terms of length. They're kind of wide enough, but the length is an issue. The length is a bit of an issue. This one is kind of shorter than the one I had before, so I can't really like stretch out completely, fully, but I mean almost. If you are taller than 183 though, then yeah, it's gonna be, the taller you are, the harder it will get. The harder it will get to fit. Let's see what's in the other side. The other side. I'm trying to kind of like move here with all my setup too. Does the friend sleep in there? You have all that. Someone's coming, 1 second. People pass. That's how it looks. And there's the bathroom there too. I have all the full-on comfy experience there. All you need really. Any more? Hello. Cram less people in the bus? Yep. Well, that's why they're like the cheaper versions. In cheaper versions, you can cram more people in. They have 3 lines. They have 3 lines of beds, and way less, you know, space for everyone. Alrighty, bus face. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Enjoy the walk. Have a good one. This stuff is indeed very cozy. It's not even like the best, I think, bus type. Like the one I had going at night to Ho Chi Minh, that one was better. I think that one was better. It was a bit longer cabin, so it was easier to fit. Well, the rest was kind of the same though, I guess. The AC can be a bit of an issue though, blasting pretty hard. And sometimes it's not closing like fully. But this one I think works fine though. Yeah, this one I can more or less close. Still a little bit. So yeah, you can, if you're planning to go sleepy mode and stuff, you probably might want to have a little warmer clothes there. Vietnam even have trains, yep. I mean, we even took one. Even though that was the tourist train, but still. They do. They're not as popular though, I think. Not as popular, but I think people do be taking those too. Like on some of the routes might be better. But yeah, I reckon the red people said that it's better to just take a bus, really. If there is an opportunity, usually, if there is an option, just take a bus. I think like the comfy trains are actually more expensive also. At least the ones I kind of checked real quick through like the tourist booking apps. But they might also have like, some extra charge. Kind of scammazing you a bit. And locals maybe do pay less. But yeah, buses I think are kind of like the main transportation here. Like this kind of buses can go across the country pretty much in those. And don't need to spend on hotels and stuff too, really, because you can just like sleep in the bus anyway. Just take the night bus. If the like the right lane allows. Because at night they also drive kind of like faster, less cars and stuff, right? So the same route at night might take way shorter. That was my previous trip to Ho Chi Minh. Like we were supposed to be there, I think like 6 a.m. or something. But I think I was already like 5, if not even less than 5, if not even earlier. We already arrived. And then you get less sleep. It's like almost always like fully booked and stuff. A lot of tourists going with these two. These with big cabins are kind of like better also because it's easier with like the luggage and stuff. There's like, it's still kind of the usual bus, right? So there's like plenty of like cargo space and way less people in. So we usually still have enough space in the cargo hold. Well, they also kind of use it as a delivery service. So usually there's a bunch of like packages and stuff that they also cram in there, and then drop them along the way, or pick them along the way too. Some extra stone, because even the whole bikes sometimes they can transport that way in the cargo hold of the bus. So yeah, what you're not making in the amount of passengers, you can still get with the cargo. Yeah, good thing the ACs and stuff are also in, because otherwise that would be pretty dank. It's like 34 or something. Like when the sun is on this side, you can feel it. Even with the AC on. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna get a more budget version of this, without the dink cabins. Just like no other options on that destination. Well, there are some, but like the reviews of those companies are not Pugan, so we're gonna go with the one that we kind of know, and with the one that is also close to our hotel, so we don't need to spend extra on like taxi and stuff that way. Not like it's a lot of money, but still, it's also faster, so we just can have the breakfast and like move around the corner, and there is the bus stop already. I usually just either have like special like pickup service, the shuttles, but you need to kind of know what you're doing. I did it once in Jianchang. That went kind of fine though. Or you just like go to some specific pickup points that they have. The best option just to go to the office. There's usually someone who speaks English, and it's just kind of like easier to go from there. I'm not gonna get lost. They're not gonna go without you that way if you're in the office. In this direction, at least, the buses also go like right directly from the office, so you don't need to get some shuttle to outside the city and then hop on the main bus. That we might need to do tomorrow, though. We'll see. That might happen tomorrow potentially. But yeah, if you're good with like sleeping in transport, oh man, this is so good. I'm kind of not very good with that though. When I was going at night, I also didn't really get a lot of sleep. I don't know why, just wasn't really sleeping well. Like transport sleeping is not my forte really. I'm not very good at that. Especially in the airplanes. I wish I could. That would be so good. With all these travels to sleep in the airplane. Oh yeah, speaking of airplanes, we actually did book the new flight from Delhi to Yerevan. That shit is like 2 times more expensive than the one that we were supposed to take. The refunds still haven't arrived. I hope it will, at least at some point. Because for now it's like basically my friend just booked it for me because he got like better price in the app, and well, I just don't really have that amount of money like easily accessible right now on my usual accounts that I use. So I'll need to pay him back with that stuff. And that one has only maximum like 30 kilos, which is, I mean, good amount, but with my shit, it would be nice to have like at least like 5 more or something. So yeah, it's gonna be some figuring out and tetrising, min-maxing, ditching some stuff probably too, most likely. I was kind of like hoping to bring the snorkeling mask and everything with me, but yeah, that might go. It's still with me for now, but probably will go. And to be honest, not sure when we're gonna be like next time near the sea anyway. Because we kind of were talking yesterday also with a friend. I think he kind of likes the idea just to chill in Armenia like in autumn. So next summer I'm gonna go visit home, and then autumn go to Armenia, and then we just chill until like next summer maybe or something, just to kind of, you know, relax a bit, recover the lost funds, get a little bit, you know, less chaos and less PPGFES to go in, because all these mega travels do kind of actually tire you out hard. I think he's also kind of feeling it. He's also kind of feeling it. Totally not doing these short ones anymore, that's for sure. If we go somewhere next time, it's gonna be already like 6 months at least. Or well, something comparable, you know, in terms of length at least. Totally not doing all this like PP hopping every 2 months. It's too much. Very exhausting for your body, for your brain, and for your wallet. But basically, know that like the Vietnamese all the time in Vietnam, friend basically it was like what, 2 months, a bit over 2 months. And now this 2 months, like for 3 weeks, he basically was kind of like drunk non-stop. So nice travels, dude. Seen a lot. So at least like chilling somewhere for like 6 months or so, there's more time that you can use exploring things without rush. And that would be kind of nice. Have more time for some desktop streams too, get the gaming going. And yeah, I kind of like do want to return also to Armenia and just chill there for like kind of long term. So like I would return maybe like middle of September and just like stay there until like June next year maybe. That's like a lot of time. Sleep bus and Tylenol sleeping, yeah, that's why ASMR in case someone's gonna start complaining that I'm loud. I'm pretending, dude. Pretending to sleep. Got some insane Russian cabin there, dude. The coincidence? Don't think so. Don't think so. We're just laying in the sleep bus. Maybe tomorrow. Well, I hopefully will get some sleep in the hotel today, because yeah, I kind of slept for like six hours, not even really, today, and already like not sleeping that much in past days. And well, actually, tomorrow we also need to be on the bus already at like 7 or 7:30. Need to be at the station like 30 minutes before that. Because, for example, this bus today departed 15 minutes earlier. So, well, I mean, they kind of checked that everyone is in already, so no point waiting. Let's go. So, kind of nice to be at the station, you know, a little early. A little early. Yeah, just chilling. Not like super long here, but you know, I'll take it. It's also because I kind of like made up the bed in the different way. Like I lifted it. It's not exactly horizontal, though. I guess you can do it pretty simple. Just press the button. And down you go. There you go. Now you lay in even more. There it is. There's a little more space that way, kinda, but not super convenient, you know, to sit. So I guess we go up again. Go up again. That doesn't have enough like giga lifting power to lift you also. There we go. Insane tech, dude. Insane tech. See, it's gonna be quite a lot of traveling now until second half of Tuesday. Then we're gonna finally anchor for a week. That will be nice. That will be nice. Connection so stable it is. Yeah, I'm actually impressed, you. Yeah, don't really see any cities here, that's for sure. Don't really see no cities here. Yeah, it will be kind of nice actually also to like take a little bit of a break right in Armenia and stuff, and then when we go again to like the north of Vietnam next time, they maybe already will finish, you know, like getting all the connection stuff also in the Halong Bay. So that will be better for IRL and gonna be better connection. They're working on it now to get like better coverage there, so people can, you know, can share the place live on Instagram and stuff, so the tourists come and promote the place. So that's gonna be good. Better connection means we get IRL there too. But yeah, for now, kinda looks like we can lean, both of us are leaning towards this year already, like the autumn for the Yerevan. For Gimri rather, for Armenia. And just take a bit of a break with the crazy travels. Lay low. Relax and save stonks. So I'm gonna arrive to friend's place. I'm gonna stay there for like a month. I'm then going home, and then when I arrive again, we're probably gonna look into some like a better apartment. Our friend actually wants a house, but not sure why. Well, I mean, I can see why, but like, do we really need that? guess depends on the price. We'll see. 36, yeah, it is. It is. Like at the moment I am kind of lucky because sun is on the other side now. It was first on my side. And even with the AC, that was actually quite something. But yeah, the weather is getting quite hot. Just get a house. No, the friend really wants to. But yeah, I said that I'm not gonna be paying for it when, when I'm not there. So I think we're gonna just get one in autumn when I return again from back home. Have some chat reconnection. I don't know if... Now the stream should be stable enough. Maybe like worse bitrate for some time. But should be good. House would be also alright if I would get also like the proper one, without the owner. That is annoying. At the same time, we're also gonna be there in the winter then. So do we really need a fucking house in the winter that's gonna be like heating that shit and stuff? It's gonna take... That will be actually kind of not stonks, let's put it that way. I need to actually bring up that argument. I just realized a bus stream runs smoother than some IRLs, yeah. They have Wi-Fi here actually too. Just haven't tried it, and it's kind of not exactly that good to audit the setup at the moment. I could, but I would need to redo some things, so I think this is fine too. But yeah, you actually have the Wi-Fi here on the bus gear, which I assume is also just kind of like channeling some mobile connection and probably used by a lot of people on the bus, or whatever. Yeah, this bus is insane, dude. Yeah, many times I already took all these buses here. Yeah, there was not a single moment, I think, when connection was dying. Not that I noticed. Obviously with stream you're probably gonna notice eventually. Probably gonna be some issue, one way or another, sooner or later. But when I was using it casually on the bus, browsing stuff, I didn't notice shit. Everything was super good. Getting some scuffness. I see, probably because you had some sort of like mountainous area in a way. Mountainous, I guess, like hills. So it just kind of covers the signal, I guess. I actually kind of noticed, like when you're somewhere up in the mountains and the hills, the connection quite often is worse. And you would kind of think other way around, but nope. I feel like it's other way. You go up somewhere, there's gonna be less connection there. Landscape more colorful than Fallout, yeah. Another gigabus. A lot of people planting stuff. A lot of farmlands. They're getting kinda hot here already. It's actually good timing for us to go. Except like Cambodia and India also gonna be hot as fuck. Like in Delhi, I checked in April, you can get some mega heat, so that's gonna be fun. Considering also the air quality and stuff, that's gonna be extra fun. But at least we're there not for long. And then like end of April we return to Armenia and it's gonna be like, plus 14 probably or something. And like all the rain and stuff in the world. Not that I mind. Wish I could catch some winter too, but well, never lucky. Maybe when I return home. Sometimes we did have some snow, like in May even, so maybe I'll get some. I see correctly, let's see. Only now getting warmer. Oh yeah, there's some snackies actually. Get some. Some water and some snackies. The bonga with some pork floss. And the scuffed little banh mi. Come on, trick it here. Open it like this. And one and 16% of what? Good question. Good question. Giga unboxing. There it is. The bun. What's in the bun? Oh, it does actually have the cut here. The pork floss and the pork floss and some magic secret juice. One case. And yeah, it is a little chill. Put the garbage here. No, the bun feels a little dry. The pork floss, it's kind of like, how to explain it even. It's like the curly hair and made out of pork. Not the most appetizing description, I guess. Well, it's this. The fluffy part. The fluffy part is the pork floss. Like pulled pork, but thin, yeah, and dried. Kind of like, no, solar panels. It's kind of like meat jerky, but in the format of like, you know, a wool, like meat jerky wool. The pulled pork, no, it's just like really well cooked pork that is like torn apart, pulled apart. No, the bun is actually quite alright. Hey, lemon, hello. And it's also free with the ticket, so I'll take it. And a bit of water. get everything included with your ticket. I think tomorrow the more Lidl bus, that one not gonna have that, so I need to buy some. I need to remember to get some water. Some water and maybe some, well actually there's gonna be stops probably though. Yeah, tomorrow should be stops. This one goes without stops. There's a bathroom on this one, on the bus. So this one goes with no stops to go faster. So it just goes on the highway and just doesn't stop. But yeah, this stuff is really cozy. If you sleep on the transport, it's gonna be super good for you. Yeah, you're gonna love it. I kinda don't really. So I love it a little less. But I still do. But I still do. Just like laying and chilling in the bus. Why not? I remove all the shoes at the entrance. At the entrance you remove the shoes, they put them in the bag and you take them with you. Well, the backpack you don't really need to take with you, but that's my stuff for the stream and shit there, so I did. And then you have the AC and you are very nice and comfy here. I get like the pillow, the blankie and stuff here. This kind of like the, not the poogiest pillow I guess, the one I was taking for the night ride to Ho Chi Minh. They give you like the proper ones, the proper pillows and at night. So you sleep with more confidence. There it is. People going. In the back there is the bathroom, so people go there. This how it looks. Nice and chill. Hey boss, are low. At the ride, 6 hours. Should be 7 even, I think, basically. But we departed a bit earlier, and it's Sunday, maybe we'll get it faster. But yeah, technically should be there like 6 p.m. And right now is almost 3 p.m. And we departed 11:15, I think. Well, we should do it 11:30, so a bit earlier. A bit earlier. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. The insane sleepbus. You don't need no hotels, dude. I'm telling you. You just need to sort out the showers and stuff, you know. You can just go on the trip just with these buses. Just go with night buses and sleep there. And it's like 20 bucks. 20 bucks for all this. For all this ride. Well, unless you're super tall. If you're super tall, probably not. Not super comfy. But 183 or less, doable. Oh damn, that's some. Oh, that was some broken bus. Holy! I was like, the fuck? Why is there no windows and stuff? That's some interesting AC. Just leaving the house cost 20 bucks in one case. Well, that way I wouldn't be leaving. That way I would be just sitting there, to be honest, and would be happy. Alright, you get water and snackies with that too, so I just finished some. And there is also like a little life hack. Well, that depends though on the transport company, the bus company. But some of the bus companies, they also have, if you choose the pickup point for the bus, you choose the office, and then you can go to the office, and the office usually has like free water, free snackies. You can make some free even in some offices, in one where I've been. So like I'm telling you, dude, just like going here and traveling with the buses, you have the food and sleep covered. I just need to go somewhere where you can take a shower, you know, and get some laundry done. And that's it. I guess like, you know, one night you travel in the bus, and then one night you stay in the hotel to kind of like get the proper shower, get everything like charged and everything, and then go on another ride. Well, and that way you also spend like, you know, a couple of days in the place, so you can, you know, walk around and see some things. Very good. I'd rather spend 10 hours at the office every day. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Well, to be honest, I kind of do agree with you, though. And now that I got all the mega travels, I would rather just spend 10 hours just sitting in at home. At least for some time, until I get maybe tired of it. I would. You'd never do it by yourself, though. Why? And why wouldn't you? Don't want to go solo, I'm just in general. Don't feel like it. The Fira, yes, I see. Oh yeah, it sure does kind of help when the shit is kind of fucked and you kind of need to travel again, because otherwise I also probably I wouldn't go on such adventures, let's put it that way. I did kind of travel before, here and there, and I did like it, but yeah, it wasn't that massive of a travel though. just a little bit here and there. So yeah, the situation kinda helped me to actually get into this stuff. But at the same time also, yeah, like right now I just kinda want to be home. That's it. Just want already, you know, what do we have? Like 3 weeks at this point until we are technically in Armenia, which I mean kinda home in a way already. Gonna be quite dang 3 weeks. A lot of IRL streaming. Still gonna do some regular streaming too. We'll try. From Cambodia we will. And then it's gonna be 2 weeks of mostly IRLs, I guess. Alrighty, Master, ready? Have a good one. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, man. Thank you. We'll need it. We need it. We need some luck with them travels. So far, the beginning was quite... well, not the beginning, but, you know, the preparations were quite unlucky. The flight cancellations and stuff. But today, actually, at least, the beginning is good. We got our deposit pretty much fully, except for, you know, the monthly expenses, the service bills, cleaning. It was subtracted, but everything else we got. And then we managed to actually go and exchange it all with a decent conversion rate, not in some shitty exchange. And then we also started on this bus ride earlier. And it was also very like convenient pickup and stuff, so far at least so good. Hope it will stay that way. Especially with like the last bit of the travel, and like going from India to Yerevan through Middle East. Hope that bit will be fine, because another cancellation of that flight that we bought, well, actually a friend bought basically for both of us. I'll need to repay him later, because if that one is getting cancelled, like oof. No, whatever. How's life? How long to go? Should be like 3 more hours. Should be. I mean, I'm kind of like pretty, you know, pretty cozy here. Chilling, you know. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, kinda halfway in basically. Kinda halfway in. And the first half actually passed like really fast, didn't even notice. I didn't even really browse my phone today much, so I still have that for when I'm done with the stream. It's gonna go for like half an hour, maybe more. Really up and around a bit. Now at least no one complains about me yapping, so that is good. That is good. But yeah, it's comfy here. The travel map sometime, yeah, that would be nice. I was actually thinking there was an app like that. There was an app like that that can like visualize your travels. I need to check that one. True. Yeah, I'm always also like picking like different like little things, kind of as memories. So I wanted at some point to get some sort of like, you know, a memorial going, I guess, for all the travels and stuff. Megatorn. Ah, the toll road, I see. be some Giga Highway now after this. Get them speeds. Yeah, Momgi will be nice. Well, as I was talking earlier, we're gonna like probably after this traveling fiesta, we're gonna be taking a chill most likely. We kind of both with friend yesterday were talking about it and decided that we're gonna probably chill in Armenia now in autumn. So I'm gonna visit home and then return again to Armenia and just like stay there until next summer. Probably. Well, to be honest, like Armenia is also, good and massive, so I will get some dang streams from there. I will try to travel inside the country there a bit too. Taking some insane radius for the turn. That insane maneuver, I don't get it. Back to the toll road again, sorta. Is it some sort of, I don't know, like, I wonder, is it some sort of like mid-boxing of the pay or something? Or what was that? Just exit the toll road and then return to toll road. Not sure, no? True, Rev, true. Yeah, that's pretty much part of the reason. Part of the reason, really, yeah. Just get something a little... Oh yeah, the sun is on my side now. No! It burns! Yeah, that's part of the reason, really. Just to grind some stonks in some more chill environment. And get more desktop streams. I'll do some IRL there anyway, too. And there are still many places I haven't visited in Armenia. And I can play with some drone there and stuff too, so that should be nice. Out there should be nice. Yeah, things can be indeed unpredictable. Well, I do have my, emergency funds and stuff. It's not like I'm, completely down on my luck there. So I do still have that. It still kind of makes me, a little, obviously, a little bit monka when you start getting your emergency funds. Used and spent, so... But you're kind of like over exaggerating, the problematic of these travels. Because the emergency funds are still there. But yeah, it ain't that much of them. And it would be kind of nice to do the travels without using them. Or at least refilling them, Refilling and increasing, hopefully. That would be great. That would be great. But yeah, shit lately becomes actually very unpredictable. Anything can happen. And to be honest, some of the flights options, they are already like, in the price range that makes you very monka, even with emergency funds. Like some of the flight options, that not going to the Middle East. They already go in like, you know, thousands of dollars for a flight, and that's already something that I can't really just drop, you know. Having money is great, true. Hey Nick, hey Ashcroft, hello guys, hello. Giga Cozy, oh yeah. Giga Cozy enjoying it all too. Feels good. I'm just chilling near the Kremlin, there it is. Insane. The sun is on this side though, that's a bit less chilly, you know. At least the AC is working. At least the AC is working. Yeah, I can close the window obviously, but well, I'll look out of the window. Why would I close it? Oh, this insane break here. It's supposed to be no stops. Sorting out the toll thingy. This stuff now too, just in case. Come on. There it is, huh? We are playing it safe. We are playing it safe. Come on, focus. Just in case. Better be safe than sorry. Gallagher. Yeah, it is. From the picture. The view from the picture. From the painting. I see, Nick, I see. Then pre-flushing. I see. That bad. The other bed actually. There we go. It goes with us. Come on. The suitcase is still with us. Feels good, man. Feels good. The base, you green. Yeah, you ain't getting the OG things, huh? They're way too expensive. U-Green just does the work anyway. They have a lot of U-Green cables and stuff too. Actually pretty nice for the IRL setup. Quite reliable. Some cables can be pretty like hit or miss. A little bit of RNG there. U-Green so far works pretty good. Huh? comfy in the bus, or he's sleeping there. He like didn't really slept even less than me at this night, so he's kind of on the degen schedule after his booze fiesta and after his 24-hour shift. So he basically barely slept, I think. So now he's sleeping, and he can sleep like in the transport, no problems. So yeah, he's just time skipping there. He's just time skipping. HDMI switches and cables. Yeah, cables are really good from them. I got a bunch of cables from them. Sound is going to be on this side. Never lucky. Hey Glorious, hello. How we doing? Let's see, Glorious, I see him. Doing good, man, doing good. Are we comfy? Are we comfy? And we're traveling now. Back on the road. And now 3 weeks of the road. And with a little bit of breaks in between, I guess. Time for some massive travels. Tomorrow in the morning we're going again. And then I get an IRL from Chodok. I walk around there for some time. Them Glorious got him. True. That's exactly what they did, eh? Exactly what they said. Yeah, so far we're over an hour in, and there is not a single issue with connection. The bus simulator you got already? Then they're tracking you. They're tracking you, dude. Hey, Wheels, hello. The connection is just working, dude. Absolutely zero problems. No. I hope we're gonna have decent connection in Cambodia too. It's supposed to be decent actually. Heard it is. But then it's gonna be India. The India connection wasn't good. That was not good. This time I'm going in already with the 5G router, so 5G actually I think was kind of alright there. But it still might be a little bit big, yeah. We'll try to get like maybe 3 SIM cards this time. Connection is better than normal, yeah. It just works. Yeah, I can see some. Yeah, I can see it all. Just chilling. The chill bus there. Is the chill bus. There it is. The quality buses, man. We need more. We need more like this all over the place. Implore them. Buses like the train, yeah. Kind of even better because you have like your own, isolated cabin completely. At least like in Russian trains, the best you can get is like the full isolated room for 2, I think, and that one is usually very expensive. Otherwise, it's gonna be still, like 4 people in one section. I guess maybe they also got some curtains going nowadays. Back in the day, there were no curtains. We were just making our own curtains out of some blankies. Yeah, it's even better than train. You have like electric, control the elevation for the bed. You have like proper AC going. You have Wi-Fi, have snackies. Feels good. It's a pain and you choose to continue it. I don't think you can choose it really though. That sounds like the stuff you don't really choose. You just have it. Stay alive every single day. Oh, you better. the mountain parts will be over soon. These mountains are nice. Yes, my chunk was good. There were some mountains and there was sea. Have best of two worlds. Gonna miss my rock. Gonna miss my rock there. Swimming every day, all that good stuff. That I will miss. Crazy for preferring the truth, and everyone likes truth. Not everyone can handle all of it though. And the sun. Lower a bit, goes in the face now already. Lower this thing a little. Yeah, it's most likely gonna be like all the for the rest of the road on this side. Never lucky, dude. It's already getting the camera all hot and stuff too. Hurry. Move it a bit back. It's not in direct sunlight. To remember to charge everything, but I need to remember to remove the, like I put like some packaging stuff inside the PC case under the GPU, so it's not, you know, shaking too much and stuff. Need to remember to remove it before I launch the PC. That might be not very good. We actually like opened the durian ice cream, dude. That's a weird taste. I actually don't mind the smell, but the taste is weird. Usually people are kind of like hating the smell, but saying that the taste is super good. I kind of don't mind the smell, but the taste, at least of that ice cream. And I had wafers before also like that, but durian, that does not taste that good. It somehow tastes like onions, like fried onions, sorta. But that kind of taste in ice cream is not very good. Let's put it that way. Friend even completely refused eating it, but yeah, I kind of needed to. I kind of wanted to try it, so I did. Now I need to get the fruit itself, see how that is, but yeah, I have a feeling it might also be not my jam exactly. Might also be not my jam. Damn glorious, damn. Insane. Doesn't sound like something you would go to the parents over, to be honest, in general. It's not even that bad. That seems kind of like the normal communication we had. Normal communications we had in school. Let's see where it is. No, I mean, just doing it is the way, actually. Not gonna lie. That is most of the time is the way. Just need to YOLO it. Just need to YOLO it. Russian school is built different, true. See, there is I say, yeah, that do be like that. in our times, yeah, the schools were quite brutal. And drinking and smoking at 12, yep. I quit like at 20. Even though I guess first time we started was like at 6 until we got caught. And then I kinda wasn't doing it until probably, I don't know, like 14 or something maybe. So yeah, I would say it is true with smoking. The drinking, I don't remember actually. But yeah, 12 does sound kinda around about right, because 14 that totally was going full speed. Probably. Could happen. Thing is, like, back then it wasn't even considered anything bad. That was something normal. There was no term for that yet back in the day even. I mean, there is still no term for bullying in Russian language. They actually use the bullying. It's in plantations. I'm not sure what it is that grow in there. Like a little looks like aloe vera, but not really. Or is it? Like a lot of plantations of that though, we're already passing. To be using land really good. Everything's going into the works. Gotta farm all the land. Massive farms. Sti glorie da sé. I still think it's the stereotypes though. Can't really apply it to everyone. But I mean, yeah, they're not baseless. They're not baseless stereotypes, let's put it that way. there's plenty of people who do fit in those. Insane raves, and yeah, there were times when there was a lot of that. There were times like that, yeah. And the Dutches indeed are very nice. Still some of the best stories there indeed. Like the legendary Friends countryside house visit in like -20 when we needed to shovel a whole bunch of snow for our friend to park. There was like a lot of people gathering also, with some barbecue in -20 and drinking outside. That was good. That was good. I wish we could redo that, but that would be kind of tricky now. It's like one of the people who was there already kind of sort of disappeared completely. With his life being complete shit fest that we don't even know anything about, not that much at least, because dude was a rich IT guy and then went into insane debt and basically ditched his wife with also massive debt now. Haven't seen him and haven't heard from him in a while. Just hear the stories here and there, including from his wife. And yeah, like one of the friends is like right here with me, and he's not going back home anytime soon. He's a little too paranoid about it, but I mean, I guess better be safe than sorry, especially since he did serve, and he did have the subway in his door, and when the shit started. Insane plantations. Still some hills and mountains going. Didn't go anywhere yet. And still no connection issues. Insane. How long is this stream? Probably like 30 minutes more or something. I think it's gonna be already like 4 p.m. Not like we're gonna be getting any closer yet, but yeah, we'll need to kind of like pack things slowly, really chill, browse the things that I haven't browsed today yet. And catch up with stuff that I haven't caught up today with it because of the time. I'm kind of prepared because in the evening when we arrive, also kind of was thinking about maybe we're gonna have time to go to the store so I can get the belt for my dad. Then I will also need to start already slowly thinking and planning how to lower the amount of luggage, because it doesn't allow to get any more extra on the flight from Delhi to Yerevan. That sucks. See how much will it tell me we have left. here. Here. 3 hours it says. Sounds kind of more or less right, actually. Sounds more or less right. Yeah, Axel, hello. How we doing, man? Taken up? Well, I mean, I might try. To them. The Giga Bird in here. I might try. I'm usually not big into naps though, so we'll see. Are you going, Glorious? Alrighty, have a good one. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Where in Vietnam it is? It's basically between Nha Trang and Ho Chi Minh. To be precise, let me tell you. We are kind of past Mui there and going towards Ho Chi Minh with direct line, pretty much. So it's still south. Still south. Just halfway in, halfway between Nha Trang and Ho Chi Minh. Well, already a bit more than halfway. A little bit more than halfway already. Yeah, we just chilling in the bus, you know, relaxing. Another bus there. That's the sitting one. Not comfy, dude. Just chilling here. Feels good, eh? Mega comfy indeed. Still don't get what they grow in here though. There's a whole bunch of plantations of that stuff. Come on. Get some closer view maybe. It's kind of like the little small palm trees with the long leaves, with the long narrow leaves. Oh yeah, this one. These plantations now. Fast with them though. There's a lot of them. Huxer, do it. There's a loop here. I think it's in the north of the country. That's actually where your boy is going, traveling in May. I was in chat yesterday asking if I'm still here in May. That we're already building a big gun. Yeah, he's going through the country and then to the loop. I think he answered though if he's going on the loop with the bike or something. They're just taking like some passes and stuff. There's the Hagyang, I think, a loop. If I'm not mistaking it with another one. But yeah, I agree. That would be nice. That would be nice. I'm kind of considering getting the bike license, so I can get bikes in different countries and just travel a bit. No, I guess not every country is like the bike friendly much, but here I think it's kinda nice. Like the bikers, there's decent affordable options back home now too. Some insane Chinese bikers there, and Indian bikers actually, and some affordable options. Not too bad in our lands. It's also quite limited due to weather. Gonna have just a few months of the biking experience and then it's all gone. Even though all the delivery guys on the e-bikes are going all year round anyway. The AC saves you, and the camera is not under AC, and boy, it is getting quite warm. I would say hot already at this point. Going on some biker travels, that would be cool, huh? Okay, I already was looking into all the license stuff. It's like mostly like the fact that I need to go exams and stuff again. To go through all of that once more. Back in the day, they used to give you the bike category and the license, like if you already have the car, no problems. Nowadays, no. You'll need to go study again. Study again and pass the exams. But no, practical studies are good now. Last time was driving some bike, I was in school. That was like some little moped, a little scooter. And never really a proper one. awesome to learn. I think so, yeah. It'd be nice to drive around too. Be nice to stream. Just get some, like, the mega camera mount, and let's go. Recall learning for the license very fondly. Oh, nah, not really. I hated it. Like, learning is fine, but yet the license itself, just like all the exams back home, you pass directly with police officers. Police officers that, fucking hate you and want you to fail, so you bribe them. So yeah, not very fond memories there. Let's see, let's see. Oh, probably all the Green Mountains and stuff. A lot of greenery. No, learning and exercise are not bad, yeah. I wouldn't say I had some poogie-woogie teacher, but it was alright. The only thing I remember from that was when it was like literally my first practical lesson. I mean, what else you gonna like even do there, really? What else did they expect? Just go in, like sitting in the car, he's just, alright, this is, like blinkers, this is this thing, this is this thing. Well, this is like, the gear shifter, that's how it works. Well, alright, start the engine, let's go. I'm like, the fuck? Where? Just kinda like showed me, on the fingers how it all works, how am I supposed to do it. And then you actually go, and that was not on, that was actually the fun part. It wasn't on some sort of like, like isolated park or something. It was like literally like on the road, like not far where my grandma lives. Just, alright, let's go drive the road that I was driving with parents, and the parents were driving, with other cars and stuff too, like the live road, no pre-recorded. And I did, and it was alright. Complaining you're too slow, I see. No, it was actually kind of funny, yeah, because like inside the city you have the limits, and outside the city you weren't allowed actually, or did they add that later already, that you're not allowed to actually go on, or I guess you're not allowed to go to highways, but outside the city you can go. But yeah, we're going like very slow inside the city, and as soon as we're kind of leaving, he's like, well, now we can go ham. Well, go ham, like 90. That felt good. That felt good. But the actual exercises though, yeah, that shit I don't like. They had like really, really annoying exercises that, to be honest, I never needed in my life. And that they do in a super strict way in exams. So you kind of learn them also in a super strict way that you're never gonna really use. I guess it's kind of nice to know. Like, you do an exams and stuff, you do start in a very steep uphill. And they put like the cone right under your bumper, so if you like roll back just a little bit, it falls and you failed. So you just do it, like the parking brake. You start, and as soon as you feel like, okay, it caught, the gear, you need to drop the parking brake and go. But you also can't go too far, can't go too fast, obviously. So you can't kind of just, over gas. You need to kind of do it all right. Yes, I see. 3 years since you drove any car. Hate driving. Oh man, it's been a long time. Last time I was driving my car before I sold it, and that was in 2018. Actually, like right few months before I started streaming. So pretty much my stream anniversary is kind of close to my no driving anniversary. Since then, never, I think. I do kind of miss it sometimes, though. But I kind of really didn't need it, though. And with my line of like work back then, and to be honest, now it would be the same. Like, it's just no point in having one. Too much extra money you spend. It was kind of nice though sometimes in the evening, you know, just like, well, been some time, let's go give the car a bit of a workout so it doesn't stay just there for weeks. It's like a couple times a week I was like going, even if I don't need to go anywhere, sometimes just going in the evening, you know, with less cars around, just blasting some music, you know, and going outside the city so you can go a bit faster. And just driving. That was nice. I'm just singing along. I like Pipiega with some open windows. Those were good times. The races? Nah, not really. Like, never really was into super fast driving, honestly. Like, if anything, I'm actually kind of quite safe and slow. Well, for Russian, let's put it that way. Because we do have this, like, well, we did have it before. I don't know if they changed that nowadays. But back in the day, the unwritten rule was basically you going 20 above the limit, that is fine, as long as you don't go like over 20. So basically, you know, the allowed speed you see is that plus 20. So I was never really going over that rule like some other people, and I barely ever got. I had one speed ticket ever, and that was actually kind of ridiculous one, because there is like a highway between Moscow and Petersburg. Like nowadays there's the paid highway, the toll road, where you can go super fast. But before, well, and still now too, there's a free one. And free one has a lot of like villages on the way. So like highway, you know, you kind of like get the proper at least like 90 speed outside of the city, right? And then like every like kilometer or so is just like, oh wait, no, there's a village now here, so you know, 60, bro. And then you literally like pause that village in like a minute. Well, okay, 90 again, and then 60 again, 90 again, 60 again, and it's just like basically kind of like this the whole way. And they just put the camera there, so I just kind of like didn't drop the speed enough, fast enough while entering the village, and it did catch me. That was like 25 or something above limit, or like 30. No, Huxer was just memeing about the racing and racist. Neither. But yeah, that's the only time I got ever like paid any tickets. I had that one as my avatar actually in the social in the Suka book back in the day. It still is there actually, even though I don't use it anymore. Whenever I like restore my account, because sometimes you kind of need it for some things. Like when I was ordering preamp from the manufacturer, for example, I needed to write them through that shit. Still have that as my avatar for like 2 decades at this point, dude. Well, okay, not 2 decades yet. I'm not that old, but soon. It's like 17 years, I think, 16 maybe. And I did drive like for 10 years pretty much, I think. 10 years and only one speeding ticket, and any ticket. And I had one little accident when I just kind of like scratched the guy's truck with my mirror a little bit. So I do be in general more or less kind of careful. Let's see. 3 kilometers per hour above limit, €90. Holy shit. You know, our tickets, like as I said, like tickets pretty much were starting from over 20. Like if you go like, you know, if it's 60 but you go 75, no one gives a fuck. If you go like 80, like 82 or something, that's already gonna be like, well, I don't know actually nowadays how much is it, been a while. But back then it was like 10 or 20 bucks, I think. Like I think the most painful like speeding tickets you can get is like if you go like super hard, and then it's gonna be like, you know, like 100 bucks. Well, back in the day, not sure nowadays. But there's also cameras nowadays everywhere, so you do need to drive very carefully. Wait, €700 ticket. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? I would stop driving right there probably, ever, with such tickets. There's like local stops for buses and cars. The rest shop, the Futa rest shop, by the way. There you go. That's the bus company here, the Futa bus. So the buses that do stops, they stop there, so you can go to the bathroom and get some food. This bus has the bathroom inside, so they don't do any stops. Well, except for some cargo stuff. I see, Oxford. I see. Yeah, that's reasonable. That sounds good, huh? That sounds like a good idea indeed, huh? You still need more, maybe, to have some sort of like minimal amount though. But then, yeah, the ceiling shouldn't exist there. Oh, damn, I see. I see. That would be like $10 probably for us. Mega Honka. Roman. Some bit rating. Threat to your financial life, yeah. 300 in Spain, I guess. I see. I see, Oxford, alright. Oh, past the 30 you already go to the court, holy. It's also the paid course, I see. After the third time. "32 fastest delivery, yeah, probably. It's a little too fast to just be an accident. Let's see, let's see. Just need to be lucky. Police is not lenient, yeah, they never are, But I heard stories about like some Vietnamese police with foreigners. Like some guy also got like in the station with like some biking with no license or something. And the dude officer just asked him what he thinks about Vietnam. He said Vietnam #1. He was like, alright, you can go. No problems. Yeah, 700 for student does sound brutal. Yeah, at least I hope we're gonna arrive inside the city, not to the bus park outside. Sometimes they arrive to the bus park and then they have the shuttle to get you where you need to be. Boy, I don't want to go in the shuttle with all our luggage. And the office inside the city is like right around the corner from the hotel, so that would be great. Let's see, let's see. That was probably impactful for him though, at least. something that makes you take a hint, you know, when you just lost like an apartment, you know, on the fee, on the ticket. Just like laying feels actually quite cozy though. Maybe I will try to take a bit of a nap even. Maybe we'll see. Feels good. Feels good. Actually feels pretty good. Let's see, let's see. Yeah, with such finds you will think twice. $290,000, alright. That's a lot of nuts. Are true. Well, like richest people can probably, you know, afford forking out like 100,000, but yeah, that kind of like still probably hits you on a different level. When it's that much. Yeah, actually we don't have that at home too. We still have the bed trains though. That is also nice, but they kind of overpriced nowadays. The bed buses would be nice. They do have some a little bit in like Central Asia, maybe like hopefully it kind of starts to spread. Like some routes do have them. 500. Yeah, we good. We good. We good. On the road for 5 hours. We still good. Just chilling. Just chilling. Just chilling. Little too small. Well, if I would lower this thing, then I would fit a little better. And this one is kind of like a bit shorter. And the one I had last time I was on the night bus, that one was longer. I could almost straighten completely. No problemos. Yeah, next Sunday, by the way, we're gonna do our game show. Next Sunday we will be in Cambodia in Airbnb, and that should be actually good for some desktop streams. At least I planned that. But yeah, after next Sunday it's gonna be probably a while until I will be able to do it again, probably already in May. Unfortunately. Downside of the travels. A little bit of a downside. Just kind of hope at this point the last bit of travels will be fine with the flights and stuff. And one is already cancelled. We booked the other ones. Now it's already over 2 times more expensive. So that's gonna be fun if they will decide to cancel that too. That will be way too fun. And if that happens, I still will need to deal with the luggage Fiesta, because it doesn't allow to buy any extra, so it's only 30 kilos. And I could use like 5 kilo more. So that's gonna be some culling probably. True, Axel, true. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna take the sleepbus, but like the budget version. That one has 3 lines. This one has 2 lines. Other one has 3 lines, so you don't get like the mega cozy cabin. Just the bed and the curtains. That one is a little shorter and a little narrower. But that's the only type that goes on that route, so we'll try those 2 then. Yeah, we got kind of fucked by that stuff there. Refund is processing. We'll see how long will it take. At least I already did Karen it up in support, so they said it's gonna be cash refund, but still will probably take some time. For now, thankfully, friend kinda got ticket for me also. For now, I'm gonna pay him back later. Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, I have this backpack here. This backpack right now is like 14 kilos, but there is my carry-on backpack inside, so it's technically -7, so it's 7 kilos. This one, and my suitcase right now is like 28, so that's actually like 35 that I need to check in. So, and I can't buy any extra in their app. I guess you can't. So it's only 30. Well, friend has like a little less than 30 right now, so I'll offload some to him probably and try to kind of juggle it somehow. But some things I guess gonna be ditched. I guess like the snorkeling mask actually will go. I bought it in Thailand. I was kind of hoping to keep it, but nope. Yeah, actually, yeah. See, the last bit of travels will be fun. From Cambodia at least it's like 23 included, and then you can buy 15 more. Man, 15 more from Cambodia to India costs like $80. Like, come on, dude. What the fuck? It's like the whole flight is like 120. It was 120. Probably already not that low anymore. And then you could dump also 80 more just for the... True, Axel, true. I think I was supposed to actually handle it fine. But yeah, someone did some dang shit with his suitcase. Kinda, kinda. Well, we'll see the American Tourister, how it will handle that. For now, wheels are good. Now my old one, for fucking $30, that actually lasted a while, quite a lot of travel though. And there was only one wheel that was busted, and that was because we went on the rock road, like in India, for like 15 or 20 minutes, with quite a lot of cargo inside, and kind of fast. So the wheel got destroyed, but only one. Sì, let's see. should get some like bag or something from my friend. Just so he can offload a little bit, because one of our suitcases will need to be 30 kilos on the last flight then to min-max the weight, and that probably is not very good for the suitcase. Not sure if it's worth testing that way. Let's see, XRSC, nice. Well, for now I splurged on American Tourister. Wasn't that crazy much of a splurge, but still. Samsonite I couldn't get myself to pay yet. Maybe that will be next level upgrade, but I hope that will be, in years. I hope that still will be in years. And in years, who knows even. Will I even need the suitcase that much? Because we plan to kind of return to like 6 months in one country probably. The PP hopping is way too stressful. The PP hopping is way too much. And actually in the autumn probably maybe potentially even just staying in Armenia this year and through the winter. Kinda miss the winters, to be honest, a little. Want some snow, want some cold. And want to save some money, and spend a bit less. And have some chill time when you know that for the next, 9 months or something, you kinda don't need to go anywhere. Just grind. Just play video games. Still do some IRLs in Armenia too, that would be nice. Still a lot of places I want to see there. Just have no possessions. I mean, dude, I already kind of like minimizing. Like the only things that I can cut from this current luggage is obviously my old GPU. I honestly should try to just like sell it, but kind of didn't bother with it. Either gonna try to maybe like find a new home among friends or family, or maybe sell it at home. So that is like, considering I used the box from the old GPU, that's total probably like also extra kilo. Then the keyboard, I will get a lighter one for sure. That will save me also, I don't know, like a few 100 grams for sure. And that's like kinda it. There's not that much I can cut, really. I guess I will leave also maybe the DSLR and just use my my action next time traveling. Just use the Osmo action or something. It's not gonna be like as good, of course, but I think it will be pretty good still. And I'm taking Osmo anyway, so might as well. Maybe I'll test a little. Now the only real impactful like weight cut would be to cut the PC out, but yeah, that's not exactly that good. At least once per 6 months, I guess you can kind of plan good. I wouldn't say we didn't plan good this time. We did plan really good. It's just that, tell God about your plans and he will laugh. That's pretty much what happened. I planned everything good. I booked everything beforehand, and then, fucking war randomly starts, and well, there you go. Fuck your plans, dude. Yeah, PC kinda need. If there be some Giga laptop instead, that would be better. That would be good. But Giga laptops are very expensive. So we're rolling with the PC especially. That's why I went for the upgrade and got new GPU, because, at least I already paid for a bunch of that. Just need to upgrade it and it's good. And that's exactly what I did. Yeah, actually, yeah. At least we got lucky, and the Karabakh war in Armenia and Azerbaijan didn't really fuck with us that much when we went there. It literally started when we just moved there. like a month or two after we moved there. At least that one didn't impact us. Other than that, yeah, we're constantly farming. Always something. Even when you run from one, there's gonna be another one. Always catching them ills. Can't escape. The sun is already not really going here that much. It still shows 2 hours. That kinda is exactly on pace. Close to the coast? Oh no, we're not gonna be to the coast already whatsoever. Like cutting through the mainland now to the city. Actually kind of further away from the coast at this point, I guess. Oh yeah, the sun now gonna be like doing all this stuff. So the focus will be fucked then, eh? But yeah, like around Ho Chi Minh, I think is also like there's not a lot of mountains. We're just kind of like leaving, I guess, the sort of like more central part of the country that is around the mountains. Getting closer to Ho Chi Minh already. Already stay enjoying. So if you go from here to the north, there's gonna be a lot of mountains. Like it's like the central, you know, like mountainous area of Vietnam that they're along the borders and stuff. There's a lot of mountains there, where the lot is also. Well, the lot is like quite further away from here though. Yeah, along all the borders, there's the Laos border also, I think a bunch of mountains there, so there is a lot of mountainous areas there. Yeah, the sun is doing a little trolling now too. Sun is doing a little trolling. Well, that's fine. That's actually good that it's doing it now, because I already was kind of like planning to call it anyway. It's kind of planning to call it anyway. Random problem. There it is. There it is. Alright, so these got a little, let me show for the last time the gigabus to you, I guess. For the last time, get all the quality AC, the lights, get some water and snakies. Get the blanket and the electronic control over the elevation of the bed gear, so you can control where to you know, how to sit at which angle. Friend sleeping there. Yep, there he is. then you have a bathroom in the back there. And there it is. That's the super bus, man. Nice and quiet. Yeah, that's why I kind of didn't want to yap too much, but I guess was alright. I guess it was kind of alrighty. And no one complained. Feels good. Feels good. The wood tree, man. The fake wood. The plastic wood. The insane plastic wood. The fitting picture there, yeah, I'm sure. Six rows of people. Tomorrow there will be 3 rows. This one is 2. We're gonna be the one tomorrow with 3. So it's gonna be way less space there. But yeah, that is going to be all for us today. So tomorrow I will stream from Chao Dok for a bit. That's kind of small city close to the Cambodian border where the boats start to Phnom Penh. We're gonna take the boat in the morning of Tuesday because they only start in the morning early. So we're gonna arrive there on Monday around around the time I start the stream usually. So we're gonna arrive, we're gonna check in the hotel, and then I'm gonna start. So probably a bit later start. Gonna walk around a little, like show the river and stuff. And and then Tuesday we go in. Tuesday I will try to do like a late PC stream probably, just to test the setup and how it works there on Tuesday. But yeah, in Phnom Penh we're gonna have proper Airbnb, so I'm gonna be streaming from PC. After going outside to walk around, because there's also not that crazy much to see in Phnom Penh, but and we're gonna be for a whole week, so gonna try to do like one thing at a day at a time, one thing a day sorta. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, thank you for hanging out, thank you for all the support, all the subs, resubs, followers, donors, appreciate it a lot. Postcards, we're gonna get the Cambodian postcards too, and I hope the ones I already sent from Vietnam will arrive. Thank you guys, thank you. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Not evening yet even. Here though. And yes, see you all tomorrow. Hopefully, if everything goes well. But I mean, should be. We didn't have any problems with connection through, 1.5 hours almost. No problems, right? So hopefully Chao Dok also will be fine. So yeah, thank you. And yes, see you all tomorrow. Love you all. Bye-bye.